Welcome back to another episode of Nights of Fringe. Of course, we're joined by another fabulous guest here from the Fringe world. But before we get into our chat, Cameron is going to do a 10-second sell. It is this camera just here.
Alrighty.
You've got 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, go.
So I'm doing two shows. The first show is a children's show called Abra de Cameron. It's a very high energy interactive show for the whole family. I always think if you're going to do a kid's show, it needs to be for all ages as well, so parents will enjoy that. And the second show I'm doing is called Not Another Magic Show, another high energy interactive show, but that one's just for the older kids and the parents, so it gets a little bit cheekier, a little bit more advanced.
It's a good pitch, very big, broad appearance schedule for you. You're just telling me 40 appearances across the Fringe. There's only 30 days, Cameron. How do you manage to fit that in?
Well, basically I'm doing something every single day. Most days I'm doing two things actually. One of the days I'm doing 4 shows, so it's very exciting. I just thought, look, if you're going to do Fringe, do every part of Fringe. So yeah, I've really booked me and myself out as much as possible for this.
What's your story with regard to the two audiences? You've got an adults show, you've got a kids show. What's your favourite?
So I think my favourite is the adult show. They're very similar. I think magic, the difference with magic for kids and magic for adults is usually the jokes you tell in between. Obviously there's more to it than that, but that's one of the big differences. So I think I like the adult show because it allows me to be a little bit cheeky with the audience, do a little bit more advanced stuff. You know, young kids don't quite understand chance and data, so card tricks can sometimes go over their heads, and it just allows me to do some stuff. And some of the dangerous things I do. I won't give too much away, but there's some needle swallowing involved, and for some reason parents don't like that in front of their kids, like they're going to try it at home or something, so I've kept that just for the adult show.
The show's called Not Another Magic Show. How is this magic show setting it apart from another magic show?
Well, I love a complicated double meaning title. So last year there was a lot of magic shows, so that kind of comes from it that way. So it's like, oh, not another magic show.
Yeah.
But it's also not another magic show because this one is very interactive. Every part involves someone coming up on stage and helping me. I think magic is best when it happens in the other person's hands or to the other person. So this is a lot more centered around getting other people up and doing magic with me rather than me doing magic for them.
Cameron, magic is a real talent now for you. How did you get into it?
So, like most people, I was into magic as a kid. Then I kind of stopped all throughout high school for some reason. Who knows, maybe it's to stop being bullied. And then I picked it up about 6 years ago. I was at my old job with a friend just playing around with the card, and he's like, oh, do you do magic? I was like, oh, you know, used to a little bit. Then we just started playing with a pack of cards, and about a month later I put an ad up on Gumtree, $50 birthday parties, and 6 years later it's my full-time job. So,
wow.
Yeah, it worked out pretty nicely, luckily. So.
Look, I'm super keen for a bit of magic. Cameron, you were saying that there's some magic going on. Absolutely. Would you be keen to show us a little bit of something? Always
keen. A magician always keeps a pack of cards on them here. So we'll give those a bit of a shuffle because that's how all the good magic card tricks start. Okay. So what I'll get you to do is I'm going to look the other way.
Now be aware that I'm extremely scared. I just want to make sure that I'm trying to catch you out here, Cameron.
That's the best kind of audience.
Okay, great.
Okay, I'm going to look away. I'm going to go like that and you just say stop for me.
Stop.
Perfect. That's your card right there. Okay. Please show everyone else. Show the camera. Don't let me see it.
No one's looking.
All right. And then what I'll get you to do is just shove that back into the deck anywhere you like. Don't push it all the way in though, just in case you need to have another look.
Okay, so right
I'm going to leave it just there off to the side.
Okay.
What I'm going to do now is I'm going to be very cheeky. I'm going to give you a business card, but this is part of the trick, okay? And to contact me if you need any bookings. Now, what I'm going to get you to do is I want you to write the name of that card on the back of the business card. So just quickly, just so you can see what I mean. Crikey. That would be the 9 of hearts, the 9 of spades, the jack of clubs, so on and so on. Just write down that card that you picked, cover that up, show the camera as well, just in case they need to see it, and then pop the lid back on and hold that business card flat down.
So I'm just going to show the camera and make sure that we're all aware of it as well.
Hopefully we got the right card.
Yeah,
no,
absolutely.
That's totally
I nearly forgot there, Cameron.
Cover it up.
Okay,
all right,
good.
Now pop the business card face down in your hand for me.
Do you need you to sign it or anything?
No, that's fine. I will grab the pen off you though, because that's going to be our magic wand in a second. Now, I don't know how familiar you are with Sharpie pens, but as a magician we use them quite a lot. They're very reliable pens. They like to advertise a lot like me. That's why I use a business card for this trick. But Sharpie also put their name all over their thing. So you see here, it says Sharpie there. It also says Sharpie on the other side.
Yep.
It even has it in the small print there.
Yep.
This is a very special Sharpie though, because not only is it a Sharpie, it's also an X-ray machine and a printer. Now I know that sounds ridiculous, but it's true. Watch very carefully. I'm going to take this pen and I'm just going to pass it over that. If you listen in very carefully, you can hear it printing. And it's actually printed out the name of your card right there, the 6 of clubs.
Oh my
And I'm gonna break the rules. I'm gonna get up and show the camera that just so they can see. There it is, the 6 of clubs.
What?
Written right there on that pen. Let's bring it in for you having one. You can inspect that if you want. You can touch it. And you can try and rub that off. That's on there now. The hard part.
That wasn't there. That wasn't there before.
The hard part of that trick is keeping all 52 pens in your jacket.
Cameron, thank you so much for joining us here at Nights at Fringe. Look, you can catch it, Not Another Magic Show, and also Abra to Cameron across the Fringe. The dates are coming up right about now. Cameron, thank you so much for joining us here at Nights at Fringe. You're an absolute star.
Thanks very much. Thanks, you all.